In this short video, we will take a look at how to remove shadows and highlights or shine from wildlife images using Photoshop. This is perhaps more relevant for macro photography and flash, but can also be used in other cases like this bird, where we have a harsh shadow here. To demonstrate this technique, I will use this particular image of the bird for the shadow, and this image, almost a macro, of a snail for removing highlights and shine, whatever you choose to call it. Now these images I have already processed in Lightroom as always, and I will take them into Photoshop from here. A Command E, let's take the highlights first. A Command E will take us into Photoshop. As usual, I will make a copy of the layer first and disable the background, just in case we make a mistake, we don't have to reload it. A Command 0 to fit in screen, and I am using the photography workspace. And this basically figures out what tools you get here by default. In case you don't see any of these tools, you can simply switch the workspace. Now, some people like these highlights and some don't. I personally definitely like these because it draws attention and directs the eye into the image. But let's see how we can actually remove some of these where they're not really adding to the image. So the first way of doing this is, we could work on the image, but I would rather do it on a separate layer because we can always merge it later. We create a new layer on top of our image. We select the healing brush tool, not the spot healing brush, healing brush tool, and let's just zoom in onto the bright parts. Now for this brush, I have set the mode to darken. What darken will do is it will only replace areas where it can find lighter areas or colors. Also, since we have nothing on this layer, it's a new layer, we need to sample either all or current and below. In our case, current and below works, there is nothing else. So let's just shift this, decrease the brush size a bit, option click to select the source, and as you move the mouse around, you can just drag over to remove these highlights, and you can keep changing the source to match the kind of color and area that you're getting into. For example, for this area I will choose this kind of source. So that generally deals with the highlights. Let's take another example. This is a larger set. Option click, let us say here, and we simply brush over on this part. Now you can obviously change the brush mode to a normal and replace it completely. That depends on your choice. So the hardness here is 100% for the brush for now. We can change all of this as needed. You can take a different source for this one and brush over this. Let's fit the image, and you can see, as long as you pick the right kind of areas to replace with, that works. You could potentially also use the spot healing brush. You need to switch on sample all layers for this, right? So this is another way of going about it. And the third way that we can achieve similar results is by using the patch tool. Now, to use the patch tool for a similar effect, we will just quit this and pick up a bird image. Do a Command E on this, make a copy, Command J, Command 0 to fit in screen, add a new layer. We already have this selected, but now we will pick up the patch tool. This will generally work a lot better than most of the others. Make sure sample all layers are selected, as also content aware. Now let's just draw a lasso around this and shift this to a relatively matching area, and the moment you let go, as you can see, and this has been replaced but with a brighter color, and the texture, the lines do not really match here. We can obviously undo this and pick up something from here. Yeah, this works better, and we can play around with the settings, and if needed, we just deselect this. If needed, we can add a curves adjustment, clip it to just this layer, and maybe just play around and brighten it up a bit to merge it better. The good thing about using a new layer is that you can change, delete to whatever. Let's say we use the healing brush tool again. Option click here and drag. It does nothing for the shadow because we have it on darken. Let's say lighten. And we change the source here, and we go about lightening out the shadow. And once again we can change the source and add some light here. Change the source maybe a bit here. And just maybe blend it by choosing a source here. Not really here, here. And we change the source again. So that's the general idea. You can use all of the healing tools, including the patch tool, to remove shadows and highlights from wildlife images. Although you could try other methods, the issue with wildlife images is the textures. For example, if you had a human face, there would not be any textures or pattern here, or even in the other image for that matter. A face would be reasonably plain. So fixing that is a lot simpler than trying to fix wildlife images. So this would probably take a good 5 minutes to fix up, as also the snail image that we saw, because you'd have to make sure, and you'd probably use a combination of all these tools. For example, if I do a patch on this, it retains more of the texture and tries to blend it in. We can play with the structure, color and other options in the other tools, but this is how you basically go about fixing highlights and shadows for wildlife images. Generally you would land up using a combination of all these three, maybe curves or brightness adjustments, and that's about it. So that's it for now. Have fun till the next one.